Hi, my name is Dr. Schechter, and I'm here to welcome you to your intensive reading course. By watching this video, you're sure to start off on a great foot in the course. So let's jump right in. You may be wondering, what does my online course look like? Hillsborough Virtual School online courses are what is known as a flipped classroom. Instead of sitting through live lessons every single day, where teachers go over every single lesson with you, you will be responsible for reading through a list of lessons and completing corresponding assignments as outlined on something called your PACE chart. In fact, you have 24/7 access to your course, so you can determine the days and times that are convenient for you to do the work in your modules. However, if at any point you become confused, please call, text, or email your teachers. We are here to help. Although our hours are posted as Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we may not be able to pick up every call we receive, but that's okay. Just leave a detailed message with your name, your availability, and a good number to call you, and your instructor will call you back as soon as they can. This communication is very important because you do have due dates for your work, and we do expect you to finish your work in the time span we have allotted. Another important idea in this course is that of a discussion-based assessment, or DBA. A DBA is a discussion about what you learned in the unit, and you will have one in each of the units that you do. DBAs are open notes, so I strongly suggest using the study materials posted on the course homepage and preparing your notes ahead of time. DBAs are easiest to set up by texting or emailing me a few good days and times that will work for you. In addition to completing all of your assignments with an overall passing grade, you have to complete and pass your DBAs. I will touch on something called a collaboration a little later in the course, but there is a collaboration assignment that you must do as well. All of your classes are what is known as a mastery-based class. Instead of a one-and-done mentality, we recognize that the first time you attempt something may not reflect your best effort or ability. That's why your instructors always want to push you to bring your work to the next level. For everything you attempt, your instructors write your feedback. This feedback is stored and accessible from your grade book. After reading the feedback and contacting your instructor for clarification if needed, you can reset exams and resubmit assignments up to 3 times. If you are really showing some hard work and continued effort, your instructor may grant you more submissions, especially if you keep in contact with them and ask for assistance when needed. Netiquette and academic integrity are extremely important concepts when working in an online environment. The bottom line is that your online school is still school, and we expect you to maintain an academic, respectful tone when communicating with your instructors and classmates. Also, since you are not in front of a teacher, we need you to maintain the highest standards of academic integrity, or honesty. You need to be the person doing your work. Please take a moment to pause the video and read through the bullet points on this slide. When you are finished, resume playing the video. If this is your first time in an online course, you may be a little bit confused on how to move around. Once you log into Educator, you will want to pay attention to the black bar at the top of the course. This bar contains your navigational icons. If you hover your mouse over the one that looks like 3 horizontal bars, the words Main Menu will pop up. Clicking on it will expand the main menu to show you the image on the screen. The main menu contains all of the important course areas. Feel free to explore the shortcut icons in the top bar once you familiarize yourself with the main menu. By clicking the button Lessons, this will take you to the area of the course where you will find the lessons that you will read through each week. Once you're done looking through that, take some time to explore the course information portion of the class. There are helpful tips for contacting your teacher, an orientation to using Educator, which includes a pictorial guide on submitting and resubmitting assignments, and there are many more resources in there that you'll want to click through. Maybe you're a pro at this and you've already started reading your lessons. Once you are done reading through a lesson, you're going to click the assessment area to access quizzes and areas to upload your written work. Once you have completed an assignment, you can click on the gradebook to view instructor feedback and resubmit work or reset a quiz if you need to retake it or if you're unhappy with your score. Another super important area of the class is the email area. You should check it every day to make sure you get all of the important communications your instructors send you. Remember, email is for academic purposes only. Another area of the course that you may not use often is the discussion group area. However, some assignments require that you post your written work for the rest of the class to see. That's what that discussion group area is for. Finally, the announcements area will take you back to the course homepage, which is the first page that you see when you log in. You want to check this page every single time you log into the course to see what new announcements or resources your instructors may have added. So you've logged into the course, and the first thing you should be seeing is your instructor's home page, which I just grabbed the one from my middle school reading course, but all of mine look approximately the same. Your instructors will have photos of themselves and their family, as well as their contact information available to you, so don't worry if you forgot to program it into your phone. Then on my page specifically, I have some links that are super important. The green box contains my office hours. You have no need to make an appointment with me on Wednesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. I'm always in my virtual office at that time. You can drop in for help on something and I will be in there. You actually click that green box to enter my virtual office. We can also set up time in there for tutoring if you need some help and it's not enough to do it over the phone. Then I have something called my purple help box at the bottom. In that, I will post your PACE charts, and I'm going to post all kinds of resources that will help you complete your work. Something that's very important for intensive reading is going to be my live lesson calendar. Unlike your other courses, you are required to attend live lessons that I outline on my calendar. This one is just a sample, so don't worry about the fact that there are a ton of live lessons on there. This is not what your September schedule will look like. I will post this calendar to the course homepage as soon as it's finalized. I've been teaching intensive reading online for a number of years now, and students who regularly attend and participate in my live lessons earn the scores on the Florida Standards Assessment they need to get their graduation requirement. In fact, the only students who did not test out of my intensive reading class last year were the ones who didn't attend live lessons. Live lessons are extremely important because I act as a coach, helping you to practice reading and writing strategies. If you were an athlete who wanted to get to the next level, you would need a coach to point out areas you need to improve, create a plan for improvement, push you when you don't want to be pushed, and monitor the plan that you came up with. That's where I come in. Please make sure you have a working microphone on your computer. It is very important for us to be able to talk to one another during these meetings. Next, you will have lessons that you need to do as outlined on your PACE chart in addition to the live lessons. Inside the Lessons tab, the first thing you will want to do is view the Getting Started module by clicking on the red banner in the upper left-hand portion of the screen. This will give you an overview of expectations for the course, as well as teach you how to best approach the course and navigate it. Also, check out the Resources tab in the upper right portion of the screen. Inside this section, you will find a place for mandatory reading practice from Newsela. You will also find links to practice modules which are not mandatory. Once you have completed exploring these two areas, you are ready to begin Module 1 by clicking on the number 1. You will read through your first lessons from there as outlined on your PACE chart. When you finish with a lesson, it is also your responsibility to turn in the corresponding assignment or assignments in a different area of the course. This brings me to the Assessments tab. Once you have read through a lesson, it will ask you to submit your work in the assessment portion of the course. In reading, you will either have exams, which consist of multiple choice, true, false, matching, and/or short answer questions, or assignments where you upload written work. You'll want to click on the title of the assessment that you want to take in order to access the exam or to upload your work. The column on the right shows you how many submissions remain. Remember, pre-tests give you the opportunity to be exempt from certain assignments. If you score highly enough on a module pre-test, you will still need to read through every lesson in the module, but you may not need to do the work at the end of the lesson. So that's incentive not to Christmas tree your course pre-tests. Well, what do you do once you get something done and it's submitted? Well, you'll want to check out something called your Gradebook tab, which looks a lot like your Assessment tab. After you submit something from the assessment area, it will disappear, leaving you to think, where did that go? How can I get my grade? How can I resubmit? Simply click on your Gradebook tab. It maintains a list of all the assignments you completed and the scores. If an assignment is highlighted in blue, it's awaiting grading. And teachers try to grade everything within 48 hours, Monday through Friday. If it's highlighted in green, that means you got a passing score of 59.5% or higher. If it's pink, that means you should look at it again because you did not get a passing grade. You got a 59.4 or lower. This is the area where you can view my feedback and resubmit assignments. If you need an exam unlocked, text me or email me. You could also call and leave me a voicemail. Pretests will not be reset. If you are accidentally locked from a pretest because you timed out or shut your computer off, I can unlock it. But once you submit it for a grade, you'll live with that grade. So, reading options. In this class, at times when we meet for our virtual lessons, you'll be doing independent reading. And Newsela is the place where we're going to track this. We will explore this together in the live lessons, but these are current event stories that are centered around categories. You can see them at the top: War and Peace, Science, Kids, Money, and we can actually track and see your development as you are reading. This is a great resource, and I hope to go into it more with you soon. Thanks for sitting through this welcome video. I know that you probably have questions, and I'm happy to answer them. If you haven't already completed your welcome call, please let me know a good day and time that you and a parent are available, and we'll knock this out, and I'll answer any questions that you might have about the course. I'm looking forward to helping you in intensive reading, and if we both work together, I can lose my job as an intensive reading teacher, and you'll test out of reading.